everyone, how you doing? It's Ari. So this video is sponsored by the One Football app. Download it to get to all the local news and the national news condensed into one, so you don't have to go looking for it. Download it, its link is in the description below. So everyone's going to be giving their thoughts. You've got Kyle, Jonathan and Johnny and myself about the latest update. It's the only thing that we've had in the last few days where the Sun have come out and said that the talks are progressing really well. Now, when everybody, as we all know, when we heard it was the Sun who originally broke the story, everybody was like, oh, it's the Sun, they're just trying to get clicks. But to credit them, it looked like they were the first ones, and then the rest of them jumped on the bandwagon, such as Sky and BBC and what have you. However, the Sun have come out and said that the talks are all going well, and I think it's quiet has calmed a lot of fans down. We'll be talking more about that in the radio show tomorrow, so do tune in for that. I think it has calmed a lot down. It's still a little bit uncertainty. I still feel that the club need to come out and express what is happening behind the scenes, either just to say, look, it's happening, talks are ongoing, but we can't talk of it because of NDAs, etc., or they need to just kill it. So, interesting, on LinkedIn, Midwat Kawai, who is the managing director of BZG Group, replied with a thumbs up to someone earlier on today if the talks and the progression of the takeover is happening. But let's quickly hear what Johnny has to say, and then we'll hear from Kyle and then Jonathan.
Anything in regards to the Sun newspaper, you've always got to take with a pinch of salt, especially when it comes to Newcastle United and Mike Ashley. I've got no reason to believe that the BZG Group don't think that there's any problems. However, Newcastle fans still in the dark. You know, who do we believe? Which journalists do we believe? But in regards to this statement from the Sun newspaper, it's that talks are going well. And we have to kind of trust them because they're the only people that we can trust at the minute, because they're the only ones that are saying anything. I think that, for me, I think the next week's crucial. I think the next week is really, really crucial. You've got to look at other teams and spending so much money around us, and you hope that if the BZG Group do take control, they keep their promise and that they're going to give Rafa Benitez, if he's still the manager, you know, the money to spend, because we're falling behind very, very quickly. This isn't a quick fix for Newcastle United, but Rafa Benitez is certainly the man that can fix things for Newcastle with limited time. He's done that with a limited budget. If he can get a bit of a budget, I think Newcastle can still do well this season. But in terms of this statement, it's something, I suppose, but we need more clarity from the club, and the sooner the better.
I suppose it's good news. We haven't heard anything for a while. We're not going to hear anything from the club. So I suppose it's a nice reminder that something's still going on. The articles in question have been going on about they're wanting the deal done by the end of the month, and they're also wanting Rafa Benitez to stay if and when the takeover happens. So this is great news. It's a no-brainer to keep ahead of Rafa Benitez as manager for fans, players, clubs, city, new owners potentially alike. I mean, he's a great manager. He's done great things on a limited budget, so he can definitely take the club forward under a new vision. For me, I'll always in regards to the takeover, I'll always have a bit of scepticism because of the Staveley deal, because of the Kenyan deal. It's always going to be there until there's an official statement from the club or something like that saying the club is sold. Then that's when I'll not be sceptical anymore, because there'll not be any reason to be. People, as it goes on, are getting more and more optimistic, which is great for me. I'm optimistic about it as well. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll hear something. I mean, it's just a waiting game for most fans, and I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating for me as well, but we've waited 12 years to even get close to this point, so what's a couple of weeks?
I feel like it's progressing well, as the Sun says, and I feel like it's only a matter of time before that beautiful human is sitting in a seat at St James's Park watching a home game. Like, I feel like it's gonna happen. Like, yeah, we can say it's happened in the past and it's not come off, but this one, it just seems so different that it's, I don't know, it's like, it's so different, because with him coming out in the media before Ashley, it kind of gets that speculation of whether it's going to happen or not, because it's the main person that's going to be taking over has come out in the media. So yeah, I feel like it is going to happen.